In this section, I want to talk to you about the scientifically proven connection between your posture and your testosterone levels. So, when I first heard about this, it was one of those things that seemed too simple to be true. I was like, nah, that cannot be true. There cannot really be a proven connection between your posture, how you carry yourself, and your testosterone levels. But I carried on doing research and I found loads of studies showing a direct correlation between your posture and testosterone levels. And the correlation is proven to be that the better your posture, the higher your testosterone levels, all other things being equal. And this really got me thinking. It got me thinking that, for starters, most men in the Western world now have low testosterone, or at least they do once they hit kind of middle age. And from about the age of 29, most men start to notice a decrease in their testosterone levels. And then by the time they hit 40 to 50, the testosterone levels are nothing like what they were when they're in their teens and early 20s. So you've got this gradual decline in testosterone. And then I started to look around me and I was like, well, almost every man has bad posture as well, primarily because we spend so much time sat down. You know, most of us work in a seated position. I spend a lot of my time sat down at work on my laptop. Most of us spend time sat down on cars or buses and on trains when we travel to and from work. And then in the evenings, we spend time sat down when we eat dinner and when we watch TV. So most of us are sat down all day long. And the problem with sitting is that it literally ruins your posture. And of course, when your posture gets worse, so do your testosterone levels. So I thought about this and I was like, I actually think that if I could show people, if I could show you one exercise that you could do to improve your posture, it would be a very worthwhile thing because it's going to increase your testosterone levels and it's going to improve your posture, which is going to have a direct effect on the health of your joints, tendons, ligaments, and indeed your internal organs. So that's the hook of this program. I'm going to show you this one exercise in the next section, and it is going to increase your testosterone levels by improving your posture. And that's why I said to you, this program is not just about increasing your testosterone levels, because when you improve your posture, you're actually going to get all these benefits to your body as well. Your joints are going to feel better, your tendons and ligaments are going to be healthier, your muscles are going to be healthier, even your internal organs are going to benefit. So, and of course, it's going to have a benefit in your sex life because women are naturally attracted to men with good posture. You know, no woman wants a man who has this kind of a posture, which is how a lot of guys are. Women are attracted to men who stand well, who walk well, and this exercise I'm going to show you is going to give you all these postural benefits. It's going to increase your testosterone levels because it improves your posture, and well, you'll see. So we'll go to the next section now. I'll talk you through how to do the exercise, I'll show you how to do it, and then it's going to change your life so long as you do it. And even if you only do this exercise for 10 or 20 seconds a day, you're going to reap all the benefits. But we'll talk more about that later because, of course, you can do a lot more of it if you so wish. I'll see you in the next section. So the exercise that this program, the 20-second testosterone trick, is all about is called rocking. That's rocking. And it's probably not an exercise you've ever heard of before. You know, it's not like running or doing a bench press or a squat. It's really something quite unusual, quite unique, but the benefits are profound. The good news is it's a very easy exercise. It's not a difficult exercise. You know, it doesn't matter if you're 99 years old and as stiff as a board and you haven't exercised for 50 years. You can still do this exercise and you can reap massive benefits, as can a professional athlete who's earning millions of dollars a year, who's at the peak of physical fitness. It really is an exercise that can benefit everybody, both for its postural benefits and the way, you know, improving your posture will increase your testosterone levels. Now, I first learned about rocking from my friends at Original Strength, and they explain that rocking is one of the fundamental human movements that infants do naturally. They don't get taught this exercise, they do it naturally, and I'm going to explain to you how this works. It's really quite interesting, and I want you to listen with an open mind because it's probably not like anything you've ever heard before. So, when you're first born, assuming that you were born a healthy baby, as most babies are, there's really only one physical movement that you do well, but you do it perfectly, which is quite miraculous. You come out of your mother's womb, you do it perfectly. And that one thing is breathing. You breathe diaphragmatically, you breathe into your belly. You breathe deeply and slowly, and you breathe through your nose with your mouth shut most of the time. And as you breathe, your belly expands, and as you breathe out, it contracts. So you breathe in, your belly expands, You breathe out, your belly contracts. We're all born that way, we all breathe correctly. But on day one, it's really the only thing that we can do. We just breathe well. Over time, our breathing patterns get worse. Many people become very shallow, chesty breathers. So when they take a deep breath, they go, and their shoulders rise as opposed to their belly expanding. And that's why many people are so stressed and anxious. Because deep breathing, like we all did as babies, perfectly from the very first second we were born, that makes us feel calm and centered and relaxed. And when you start breathing shallow and quick and into your chest instead of your belly, you become stressed and anxious, which is where unfortunately most people live these days. And we all know that when stress goes up, so does cortisol, and when cortisol goes up, testosterone goes down. Now that's all I'm going to say about breathing for now in this program, but I just wanted you to know that breathing is really the one thing we all do perfectly on day one. Question is, what do we do well next? So we come out the womb, we breathe correctly. What's the next thing that happens? Well, the next thing is we learn to gain control of the head. And if you look at a baby's head, their head is very big, but they'll be lying on their back as a baby or on their front, and all of a sudden they'll start to look around and they'll get control of their head. So they breathe well, they gain control of their head, they start looking around. The next thing is they start rolling. So you put a baby on its back, and at some point when it's a few months old, it starts rolling onto its side, and then it rolls onto its front, and then it eventually learns to roll onto its back again. I've got two kids who are 2 and 4, and I'm glad I learned about this before they were born because I was able to see these patterns happening. You know, most parents can't wait for their kid to walk, but actually these movements that they learn, and all babies learn them in pretty much the same order, instinctively, these movements all strengthen them. The deep breathing strengthens you, gaining control of your head strengthens you, rolling strengthens you. And then once you've learned to roll, eventually you learn to squat, and then you learn to walk. But the question is, how do you learn to squat? And the answer is rocking. Rocking gives you your squat. And it does so many good things for your posture and your joints, it's unbelievable. To a baby, it's gentle strength training. It actually makes them stronger. It won't necessarily make you stronger directly, but it will make you stronger by improving your posture, which is increasing your testosterone levels. And it will make you stronger by improving the integrity of your joints.